You're walking down the street and you see a cute woman and you feel the natural urge to go talk to her, to share an experience with her. You're curious about her and you want to pull her out of this automatic pilot that we spend 99% of our lives in. You want to create an experience. This authentic urge to express yourself is quickly trumped by the fear of rejection. Or you got rejected by a girl, she flaked on you, stopped texting you, or simply rejected you, and you're struggling to deal with the emotion of rejection. Let's talk about rejection from an authentic masculine point of view. Hey man, welcome back to the channel. Good to see you again. I'm happy you're part of this movement. Let's not waste your time. Let's get into it. It is the fear of rejection that is causing the pain. So even in a situation where you have been rejected and you're experiencing pain, it is still the fear of that rejection that is hurting you at that moment. It is the fear of feeling fundamentally rejected as a person. And so how do you navigate that as an authentic, high-value man? Well, first of all, it's understanding that that very fear is an illusion. Just like with any other fear, as you lean into it, it disappears. And so leaning into action when you are afraid by itself dissolves the pain. Dissolves the pain that is caused by passivity, by not expressing yourself in that moment where you would like to, and being passive. That is what creates pain. You're saying that something that is not real, the fear, is more important than you expressing yourself in a situation with a woman. And so if we think from this perspective as an authentic man, the rejection, if it would happen, is a testament of your courageous action. It is no longer a matter of failing and winning. If you would approach a woman and put yourself in that noble, vulnerable position of getting rejected, it isn't a matter of winning or losing, right? Getting the number or getting rejected. Any possible result is a testament of your action. You have taken action, and so you have lived according to your authentic self. And you will notice that if you start approaching it this way, that the pain of rejection is very short-lived. That if you would be rejected, if you would have approached her, and she would have either respectfully or disrespectfully rejected you even, that this pain would be very short-lived. Why is that? Because you know yourself that the only thing you're doing is coming from a place of love, sharing an experience, the intention of sharing, creating experience with a woman, taking a noble, courageous step into that vulnerable position. And that if you do that and she rejects, you're okay, man. You know authentically that you come from a good place, that you had good intentions. It is then up to her whether to accept or decline that offer, right? It's like you are a gold mine and you have so much gold to toss around everywhere you walk down the street. And if you decide to toss a coin to that girl by creating an experience, by approaching her, it isn't about her accepting or declining that coin because you have enough of it, right? You're coming from a place of abundance, right? You have more than enough of this gold, and you can toss it to the next person who will gladly accept it, right? But in this notion, it becomes less of I need a positive outcome to happen because otherwise my confidence will be hurt and I won't do it again. It is about the act of tossing that coin, the act of doing the thing that most men are not willing to do, as they are not willing to face that possible rejection. You, however, say to yourself, my authentic expression is the only thing that matters. And it is about giving, it's about tossing the coin, it's about giving, creating the experience, and then it becomes less important whether or not that is accepted in a positive manner or not. The fascinating thing about this is that you expand yourself, you expand your character as you lean into that fear. That if you regularly experience these moments where you would like to do something and then the fear of rejection wins, that if you would start doing that, that very quickly your perception expands. That all the fear that you experienced beforehand, before doing it, that it all dissolves the first time you actually do it, and you learn that the fear never existed. And so what you are afraid of isn't rejection. You're afraid of fear. You're afraid of being afraid, because that is the unpleasant experience here. It is feeling fearful about your expression. So moving forward as a authentic masculine character revolves around the giving, the tossing of the coin, taking the action, and knowing that you come from a place of love, a place of openness, and a place of courageous action. And that whether or not it is received in a positive or in a negative way is external. It is outside of your control. And the authentic man understands that. He understands that he can only control his expression and whether or not he chooses to be passive or active. And that he understands that whatever the reaction is doesn't really matter. Start focusing on tossing the coin. See yourself as this gold mine. Whether or not your intent to create an experience with a woman is received well or not, that this is not what is interesting to you. And if you do get rejected and you are struggling with the emotion of rejection, then just know this. The worst thing possible you could have done here is be comfortably passive, to not have expressed yourself in this situation, whether or not it went well for you. You have already outdone 90% of other men that are comfortably passive at all times. You've expressed yourself. Be fucking proud of that, man. And as you do it more and more and more, and this fear of rejection, which it purely is, starts to have even less of a grip on you, you will become so free and therefore so skilled in expressing yourself that more and more positive responses from the external world will come your way, which isn't the focus, which isn't the goal. It is just comfortable. It's just nice, right, to receive positive feedback. Rejection is a positive testament of you growing as a man, and it is nothing more than fear. And that's it. See you in the next video, man.